excited for you. Welcome to your Hypersleep Experience. My name is Calliope, and I'm going to be your technician today. My goal is to calibrate your body and our machines so that they work harmoniously together to give you the most revitalizing and restoring hypersleep experience. I have a few questions for you before we begin, if you don't mind. Wonderful. Since this is a new offering. We're still on a hybrid system. We have our paper copies, but I also have the information I need to input in the computer. So firstly, is this hypersleep experience supposed to treat an illness, exhaustion, or hardship? For example, perhaps you are trying to get over a breakup, or maybe something at your job, some sort of family matter, something that you can just take a little bit of time to pause and regroup, kind of thing. Good. Excellent. And how long do you wish to be in hypersleep? Well, it's really up to you. We recommend that for exhaustion, that you do anywhere from 24 to 72 hours about. That gives the body enough time to restore without getting all the grogginess that you might have going past that. But you can certainly do it up to 3 months is our current offering. Okay. Excellent. And what are you looking to get out of hypersleep? How do you want to feel when you wake back up and leave our facility? So I'm going to keep this in mind and record this. So when you wake up and we perform our exit survey, we can ascertain if we were able to make this a satisfying experience for you. Give me just a moment. There we go. Good. Now I am going to be running some diagnostics and gathering some baselines. So I will need to just fiddle with some wires right next to you, if you don't mind. I'll be getting pretty close and touching around your head. Okay, excellent. Let me run one of my diagnostic panels. Right before you came in. So the idea here is that we are taking some important measurements so that we make sure you stay at these baselines while you're in hypersleep. Right there. Is that comfortable? Let me just adjust that a bit more. So for example, we want to know what your temperature tends to be, what your resting pulse is, what your resting respirations are. How's that? A little better, good. And then just go ahead. This one goes in on this side. Okay, I'm just going to. Okay, how's that? Okay, I'm just going to start up another panel. See, we've got 9411.02. Go. Let's make this a little better. Good, so I think if I anchor it right there. I don't want to say that we're still working the kinks out, but really it's just on wire placement. We haven't quite nailed that formula down to make sure it's comfortable while also being secure, though it does take a little bit of finagling. There. How's that one? Good. I'm just going to play a little bit with these wires because you might move a little during hypersleep. Most people tend to stay in one spot, but you never know. Everybody reacts a little differently. Just want to make sure these will stay put. Good. Okay, let's run one last panel. Let's see, we've got 4/25.7. There we go. Good. And do you mind if I take your pulse real quick? Okay. I'm just going to be measuring right here, right underneath the base of the thumb at the radial artery. And we will just get that resting pulse rate. And luckily, our machine can take your temperature pretty easy. Don't have to worry about that one. So, how you feeling? And a little bit of trepidation, I imagine, yeah. Yes, I can tell you that our studies were excellent and our preliminary appointments worked out really well. We've got a few people who did decide to go the full 3 months, so they're about halfway through that. I'm excited to see how they feel when they wake up. Good, okay. So, respirations. Per minute. And then for our BP, or rather our beats per minute, not BP for blood pressure. So I'm just going to take a look at what sort of protocol our algorithm is calculating for you. Okay, so we definitely will be able to do the 3-day. It looks like all your diagnostics came back just fine. Okay. All right. There we go. So I didn't ask this quite yet because I wanted to make sure that everything checked out. But did you happen to want to add dream customization. Okay, so this is something that's kind of off the menu right now because we're still playing with it a little bit, but let me grab the binder. Dream customization. So we have the ability to influence your brain's activity in a way that we can create dreams for you if that's something that you would like. So I have quite the list of offerings here. We can do things like recreating memories and allow your brain to access those memories. We can design a sort of fantasy or daydream. Some people use this for manifesting their intentions, if you will. And some people like to go with the wild card option. But all of these will essentially feel like an extended lucid dreaming experience where you will have control, you'll remember what's going on, you'll know you're asleep. But you have complete control over where it is we put you. Otherwise, it's up to your brain where it decides it wants to go, right? Okay, so this is something I want to do. Excellent. So, for that, we're going to have to do a little special protocol. Give me one moment. That one's 26.3. 26.23. There we go. So let me grab my little light here. We are going to be calibrating your REM sequence or your rapid eye movement sequence. It's going to be a little bright, but I want you to do your best to look at this light, and we are just going to go back and forth, just like this, and we are recording your rapid eye movement sequence. That helps us hone in on how to get into your dreams. There we go. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to have you look here and then look over here. Look at the light. Look at my finger. Look at the light. Look at my finger. Light. Finger. And if you can go back and forth as fast as you can between the two. Light, finger, light, finger, light, finger, light. Just like that. Good. And focus on the light. And we'll slow it down a bit. Good. How is this feeling? Are you feeling any eye strain or any dizziness, lightheadedness? Good. Now if you could just look at the light. Look at my finger. Look at the light. Look at my finger. Look at the light. Finger. Light. Finger. Light. Finger. Then back and forth as fast as you can. Light. Finger. Light. Finger. Light. Finger. Good. Just keep doing that for a few moments. Good, and focus back on the light. Here we go. Just do your best here. Excellent. Okay, we're going to do a few up and downs here. Just keep following this light. Good, and can you look at my finger here? The light, finger, light, just like that, back and forth. Fast as you can. It's going to be slower than side to side. That's okay. Okay, focus on the light. Good. There we go. Excellent. You're taking to this really well. I think we'll be able to work with that pretty easily. Now, if you could look at the light. And look at my finger here. Light, finger, light, finger, back and forth and back and forth. As fast as you can. Back and forth and back and forth. Good. Just a few more moments. And look at the light. We'll slow it down. Good. Now just keep focusing on the light. We're going to go out. Bring it all the way in. There we go. I quite like that part. How about you? Yep. Alright, let's see what we got. Turn that over. Good. Okay, we've got you mapped. So, here's the deal. I don't need you to tell me what kind of scenario or memory, any sort of thing that you want to dream. Now that we've got this mapped, when we go into hypersleep, you're going to focus as hard as you can on those images, right? Then our machine will be able to pick it up and we'll be able to build it from there. Pretty simple. Excellent. There we go. Good. Now, let's check our protocol list here. Excellent. No, that looks all good. So we are done with all the preliminary little bits and bobs. So we're going to start the hypersleep process. Now, do you have any questions left? Because once we start, we're not going to be able to stop. It goes pretty quickly. Ah, okay. So you're getting the feeling this is kind of a coma thing? Well, we do hear that, but see, it's not a coma, it's the hypersleep experience. We worked very hard on trademarking that term, so that's what we're going to use. Hypersleep experience. And to start it, we are going to identify any tense areas in the body and check your bone alignment, because if you are a little tense, or if you're kind of in a strange position, you might wake up a little sore. It's not unlike going to bed in that way. If your neck's a little off, or your hands are all clenched up, it's going to feel a little weird in the morning. So, I've got my little anatomy map here, and this is just going to identify any tension left in the body, but we're going to start with just a general relaxation. So if I could have you just focus on the shoulders and maybe give them a roll forward and back, let them come down. Okay, it's still a little tense here, so I'm going to push your shoulders down. I'm going to show you where I want them. So just go ahead and just press them down here. Press them down. that's where we want you. Okay, roll them back a little. Just roll it back. We want to lengthen the chest and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Okay, no, that looks good. Good. So that's pretty much how it's going to go. We're going to target an area. I'm just going to make sure that it's as free of tension as possible. So let's go ahead and move up. If you could just focus on the jaw, and we don't want your jaw clenched while you're in hypersleep. You want to create a little space between the teeth. Some people like to rest their tongue on the roof of their mouth. So if you make a sound, wherever your tongue naturally goes, that's where you want to rest it. Some people like to lay it on the floor of their mouth, however. So whatever makes you most comfortable. And we want to have that little bit of space in between the teeth. Let me just zoom in there. Okay, we've still got a bit of locking right here. Right in here. There we go. I can feel the muscle bit. Right in here. Good. Okay. So then we have the brow and the temples as well. Just let your forehead go slack. The rest of your face go slack. Let that carry up into the head, back of the head. Good. Good. Keep that. We're going to come back down. So, over the shoulders and along the arms. We're letting the hands be neutral where they're not forced open and not closed. Just neutral. We will carry that down the other arm. Relax the arms, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrists, and hands. Good. And the abdomen, we want to make sure that's free from tension. And down into the legs. So maybe shift the hips back and forth. Try to find the middle. There we go. Good. And then down to the legs. So we have one leg and the other. Hips, thighs, knees, shin, ankle, and foot. Just let everything along this path relax and let your body feel heavier and heavier on the surface that you're laying on. Okay, let's take a peek. Okay, so your back's still a little tight, so I want you to just maybe wiggle around a little bit and find an equilibrium with that. Maybe we need to shift a little. Okay, that looks better. Now the legs are a little uneven. You want to keep those hip width apart and maybe let the feet fall a bit outwards. Some people like inwards. I'm more of an outwards kind of person. There we go. Good. Any other shifts you feel like you need to make? Okay, from my calculations here, everything looks good, but I just want to have a bit of a further look. So I'm going to bring out a special tool. So I'm going to plug in my scanner here. We're going to need this in a moment anyway. So, I am just going to run this along, and this is going to give me a much better idea of any place you might be holding tension. Good. Excellent. And I'll be using this to get real up in your brain in a moment, so we can check on the activity and do a bit of cleanup. It's almost like when you have a bunch of programs on your computer and you're getting ready to shut it down. You have to close everything out first. All the running processes, all the background. Good. Good. So muscle activity is about as low as it's going to go. So now let's get in your head here. So just stay still. And I'm just going to scan around. Let's take a look at your nervous activity here. Okay, so put this down. We're going to be targeting different areas. So right now I want here. There we go, right there. Those are our hot spots. So right here. Right here and right here. So this is going to feel a little weird, but we're going to shut these down manually. Or rather, they're going to go to sleep. So, protocol. That's number 71. Okay, so right in here. Good, let's check our little mini map. Right here is going to sleep. Good, let's go ahead and focus right there. So that one is LDR 16. Right in here. You're just going to feel your mind start to quiet a bit. It's almost like when you have all these gears that are turning, we're just slowing them down. They're not going completely off, they're just slowing down. Right in here, I think we need TYB. That one's 49. Okay. Mini map. go ahead and get in there. Here we go. Gonna get in behind here. And then right up front. Oh, okay, good. So we've got there and right there. We're going to come in right here and right here. Good. Right in here. That one was back here. Good. Let's take a little look. So by my count here, everything has quieted down. We're going to check your reaction times just to assess our progress and see how your body is slowing down. So, do you mind just looking right here for me? Good. Right here. Okay. And right here. Good. Look right here. Yep. Look right here. Good. How about right here? Good. Right here. Right here. And right here. Good. Right here. Okay, so funnily enough, you're still a little too sharp. Let's see what else we're missing. Do I need to come maybe more at the side here? Good, the other side. Okay, posterior. And anterior. Good. What do we got? Okay, I see. That's 63. So we've got a double right here. Just let these loosen up, melt down. There we go. Nice and soft. Letting the brain go nice and soft. Got WM. That is 52. Good. We've got right here at the top. And the parietal lobe. Feel that. Good. Let's take a peek. Those two look good. Just go ahead and scan a bit here. Side, right in front, and in the back. Good. Oh, the cerebellum. Well, that one's we've got a ZLY74. Okay, so cerebellum back underneath the cerebrum here. This is your little brain. Has a lot to do with coordination, motor function. We don't know all that the cerebellum does. There we go. Good. How are we doing here? Mini map. Protocol. Good. Good. Let me just take a peek here. Zoom in on that one. Good. A little closer. There we go. Yep, that looks pretty good. And do one final scan. We'll do just a little test again. And you might be all ready to go. Good. And what do we got? Alright, all green. Let me go ahead and take this out. Good. Here we are. If I could have you look right here. Right in here, right down here, right up here, right over here, right over here, right here, right here. Good, just keep looking at my finger, wherever it pops up. Excellent. Okay, you are definitely a lot slower than you were. So, final stage here, final stretch. This is going to be 01.1. All right. Remember how I told you to keep that dream that you wanted and focus on it. Keep it in the forefront of your mind. This is where we want to do that now. So you can focus on that dream. Focus on the colors, these smells, tastes, sounds. Keep that in your mind right here. Right in here. And I'm going to have you take a deep breath in with me. And out. We're going to sink deeper down. Deep breath in. And out. Just a little bit deeper. Deep breath in. Out. Deeper than you've ever been. Deep breath in. And out. Feeling heavier and heavier. Deep breath in. Out. As heavy as you've ever been. Just let everything go soft, loose, heavy. Keep that dream in your mind. And just let your body go.
Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this a Ko-Fi link for a one-time donation or a Throne wish list for props and equipment. Thank you again, and I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your